Royals. I say Royals. What is going on, y'all? Look, we out here. Am I the only one? I know I'm not the only one, actually, that took an L this week on the Black Nike Mines. Were any of y'all going for the Black Nike Mines? Well, first off, struck out on sneakers, okay? Foot Locker did have a store-only drop where there was one store available like within Chicago Metro, but it was all the way out in the burbs, and with a Thursday drop, I can't go to the burbs like just randomly like that. So that was out of the question. That I might have had a chance had I tried to reserve at the store that was available, but again, I wouldn't have been able to actually go and get them if I did strike on them. So that's one of them what ifs that I'll never know. So I'm on the L train. And that was the main colorway that I actually wanted. I don't know that any upcoming colorway would be a colorway for me. That black one was going to be my one. So hopefully it restocks. I don't know. But y'all let me know if y'all struck a dub on it. I just was not somebody that did. And we're moving on. But that was my number one thing to cop for February. I am not gonna lie. Anyway, as promised in the last video, I had to get out and about, get to the spit-outs, and look at some of February's drops. So some of the first batch of things. This first pair right here, it seems like a lot of people are appreciating them, despite them not being the original. But we're gonna go ahead and check them out. Some of y'all asked was I gonna look at them, so we're gonna look at them. Alright, Royals. So we got one of the highlights for February. Some of y'all asked, so I'm here to show you. Alright, let's get it. You see the box? Peep the label. Air Jordan 6 Retro. They got it listed as the black, light crimson. Alright, looking at an 8.5. Get us a nice look at the shoe. But anyway, kind of get that old school font on it. We love that, right? We love that. It's given just like regular cardboard box, like with just like a little bit of red print sprinkled on it, a little glossy red, pink, red font spread on it. So nothing too crazy, if you can see. All right, let's get in here. All right, got some classic paper that goes in there. Also on the lid. On the lid, looks like we got, I don't know what you would call this. It's kind of this is a sticker. Jumpman, attention, I guess, for whoever it would be for, a date, colorway, style. Oh, okay, I see. So, over here connects to here. So it just gives the date, colorway, black infrared. Okay, I get it. So all of this connects together. Let's get in the box. Double layer, more tissue paper. And now we in there. Now we in there. Boom, you see it. Got the Air Jordan 6. Infrared Salesman. Okay, we'll get the other shoe out. Alright, so we got both shoes out. So on the right shoe is where you'll find the tag though. So let's get all the details, all the deets. Salesman. Alright, so here we go, y'all. I would say to the touch. Before I even get into it, to the touch, they feel fine. They don't feel like a straight up Durabuck. Does have like a softness to the suede on them. Obviously it's not like a brush across and you'll see different tones type of suede, but it is soft. It is soft. But overall, y'all, here we go, man. They got the infrared Nike Air on the back, obviously on the spoiler. A little bit more infrared on the midsole. pretty much. That's what really makes the shoe what it is, and the version that it is, of course. Got the lace lock with the black Nike font, big Jumpman. They got all the classic stuff that's on it. Not a whole lot of difference, just really in that midsole section, and then the logo on the heel being a color. So that's cool. You seen one infrared 6, you see them all. This one just got a little flip to it, a little reverse to it. So, but it doesn't change the fact that it's nice. I will say, for somebody that's not a big 6 fan, this might be controversial. This might be better than the original infrared. It might be, but it just don't hold the same weight because it's not the original infrared. So, but that's my take. So y'all let me know. Okay, now lighten this up in post, but the insole has the normal Nike Air in infrared, and then black foundation, and then also you'll see on the side of the sock liner got a big Jordan font, and then it just says not for resale. Which honestly, I don't even know. I don't know if this is really another version of it or they just making that up, because yeah, we all know at this point when it comes to anything OG-esque that there has to be some additional spice to the story on it. But yeah, the salesman one is cool to me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at it. Y'all let me know if y'all were actually planning to grab these. February 14th is the date. It's coming up on us, it's creeping on us, so I do know that this is one of the main Jordans for the month that folks are excited about. So again, y'all wanted to see it, y'all let me know what y'all choice is gonna be with it. But I think they dope. I think a little bit more pop of infrared definitely gives it a little bit more character. It gives it, like, when you say infrared 6, it just really exudes that a little bit more. So, but it's the reverse and it's not the original, so just gotta take it for what it is and enjoy it. All right, NBA All-Star Weekend is about to be upon us, and lots of fire drops for February drop around the weekend of All-Star Weekend. And so what's next is probably particularly for basketball heads. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there. This is gonna be the top basketball head shoe. All right, you can debate me if you want, but let's take a look. All right, this for the hoop heads. This for the hoop heads. This is for the hoop heads. Let's go. You see the box, man. February, showing love just in time. Of course, geared around All-Star Weekend. It's nice to have an appreciated classic come about during a time when it's time to really appreciate pro basketball. So let's get into this thing. You see the box. We got the label. Yep. There's HUARACHE 2K4 All-Star. Size 9, a good size to show all the deets. LA and swoosh. Got that graffiti style font on it. I think that's cool. I do want to point this out. I don't know if y'all could read this in the first frame, but it has a 2004 in font, and then it has limited edition. So you take that the way you want to take that, but just read that, okay? Go on in there, sleep on it, let it marinate, understand it. Okay, do a quick little spin span. We got all the stars. Again, this is an all-star-esque shoe. One that Kobe kind of put on the map. Also wearing it during All-Star. So during that 2004 era. All right, let's get into this box. All right, let me do this again because we actually got something in here to make it worth making an event out of unboxing. First off, y'all see the palm trees? Let me do a little tilt for y'all. They got a nice little roof going on in the box right here. Got the LA, the palm trees. Looks like a basketball court in LA. Yeah, because I think I'm seeing bleachers or something like that. Or bench, stairs, and all of that. So, yeah, that's dope. And they, of course, also have a dust bag. So, I didn't expect that. So, that's a good touch. But before we get in there, let's kind of look into the base. Look into the base of the box. Let's take this box in. It's LA personified. So, yeah, they went all out, man. Like, if you're gonna do a dope box, yeah, make sure the inside got the graphics and the love, the aesthetic. Okay? No, that's hard. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go and close that. You know, that's a distraction. This box is a whole event within itself. Yeah. I can appreciate that though. For somebody, I will say I'm not a big box person, but they did it up with that one. All right. So we got a nice drawstring bag, again with the graffiti style LA and the swoosh, obviously with the colorway. So, did I even say the colorway? My bad. They're calling it white Varsity Royal. Okay. I may have did that already. My bad if I did. All right, so we're gonna get into this. We got these babies out of the drawstring bag. We in here. We in there. Okay. All right, so with that said, time to give it a good look. So again, this is one of them ones. This was one of the most coveted Nike basketball shoes of that 2004 era. Might arguably be the best basketball shoe of that era. Not only from a popularity perspective, but a lot of people actually wore these to hoop in. Like, actually to hoop. Like, this is when you bought a hoop shoe, this particular shoe, you bought a hoop shoe to hoop in. Okay? And I definitely know plenty of people that had this one, and this was a favorite on court. So, but no, this one right here, man, look at this. Some of the details. Got that graffiti font with LA on the, kind of on the, we'll call it the top of the sock liner on the exterior, lateral side. Obviously, got that royal blue on the swoosh, also on the lateral side. Got that HUARACHE symbol on the heel. Classic HUARACHE symbol. Also on the toe, I love that red outline on that royal. I think that's a dope contrast. That's a part of one of the dope details as far as the colorway blocking for me. Down on the lace lock area, got a red foundation, royal blue Nike font. Yeah, man, listen. Even down to just the lateral and medial side, having down the white leather, those lines going down them, like it adds so much character to the shoe, where without it, you know, would have been questionable. But I just think Nike did an amazing job with the entire shoe from top to bottom. People were asking for these to come back for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. I know for a fact. And right on the strap right here, you can see in silver it says HUARACHE 2K4. So I just love, I really love this midsole area, I'm not gonna lie, with the red popping out of that, off of that blue right there. I love that. 41. I ain't gonna lie. 41. I really do. This is so cool. I didn't have a pair of these at all during the time when they were a new shoe and they were popping in that way. So it's cool to just have them in my hand and just really get a chance to admire them during an era where a lot of folks are gonna buy these. Let's call it what it is. During a time where a lot of folks are gonna buy them to just wear them in life. You know what I'm saying? So got that Zoom Air Tech. They make that plain. Got that carbon fiber. Let's get inside of here a little bit. So kind of see on that sock liner, February 15th, 2004, which was the All-Star game in 2004. So that's cool. Got that royal blue and red outline. Let's see what the insoles are talking about. Okay, in the insole, they got that thing nice and perforated for that breathability. But it's a white foundation, that royal blue HUARACHE symbol. So I'll look in the other shoe and see if it has anything different, just in case. I'm not gonna spread this one out, but this is the other shoe. It got the same thing in it, so nothing too different. Date and everything. But yeah, man, I believe this one is February 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put it in the caption if I am wrong. But yeah, man, this might be a February cop, or try to be a cop for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing is fire. I could definitely find purpose with this in the collection. It has meaning, for sure. Again, Kobe was most famous wearing this particular colorway and style. Just really put HUARACHE back on the map in terms of being a basketball shoe. Whereas obviously the 90s, it had its best run. But yeah, this one right here, this is up there with the 90s classic HUARACHEs, for sure. This is up there with that. So it for some people it might be number one, and then the 90s models come hereafter. So y'all let me know if that's where you stand with it. I don't have an opinion on that at the moment because Fat 5, obviously Fat 5. But let me know if this is one y'all looking to get. Definitely in time around All-Star, NBA All-Star break. So Air Zoom HUARACHE 2K4. Too fire. Listen, foam heads, come to the front. Foam heads, come to the front. Y'all got y'all one. I say, y'all got y'all one. Okay? These right here. All right, y'all. Foam heads and Stranger Things heads unite. You got one. I know it's been a slew of different collections since the show came out, since its inception. But this is one of them highlights to cap off the end of it. Maybe this will give me a little bit more. From Beaverton, Oregon, Nike sports shoes have become the preferred shoe of champion athletes all over the world. Like athletes, we always keep trying to improve our performance, and we always will. Okay, so that's what it is. Just showing kind of the representation of Nike across the world in its athletics division. So that's cool. Kind of has like that aged look. Stranger Things really kind of brings light to, you know, kind of that old school 80s vintage type vibe. So it makes sense that the box will kind of have a vintage feel to it. So all over the box you can see that. And you kind of see some of those, whatever, lightning strikes or whatever. They do have that design instilled on the box all over if you can see it. And so got the swoosh, more words. On this other side, it has kind of like receipt. Let's see, thank you for shopping at Bradley's. I assume that's a store on the show or something. I don't watch the show, y'all let me know. 1987, Nike, Stranger Things. So, boom. That is your box tour on the exterior. This is what the back looks like. Got a little Netflix plug upside down, all the production based stuff here. Cool. All right, let's get inside. Okay, on the box lid, got the Stranger Things logo as well as the Nike logo, showing the partnership. Same thing on the paper. As we flip it, we do got some pins in here. So again, for the Stranger Things heads out there, you will have a better understanding of what I'm seeing. So for folks that like the pens, boom. Anyway, I did not give you all the box details here in terms of the colorway that they're describing it as. So black, bright crimson, off noir, off noir. I ain't gonna lie. First time I saw that name is when I play LA Noir. So I'm just assuming that's the same thing. Once again, they gave me my size, so trying to tease me. But anyway, let's get in here, man. Tissue paper, more of that sort of lightning strike thing. And be honest with you, I don't know if it's lightning strikes or it's like veins. So yeah, you know, we'll get to the bottom of that. Anyway. Here we go. I'm gonna take both shoes out, but you know, it's nice to just do like the initial reveal with one hand. All right, we got both shoes out of here, man. Listen, y'all, I've seen a few probably reviews on these thus far, but man, I will say though, I don't like none of the Stranger Things stuff that they've done thus far. It's all like vintage looking classic silhouettes that they typically mess with, which makes sense. But this right here, they really put a little extra on it, so a little sauce on it. A Foamposite is the perfect shoe to just kind of be a little bit more creative with. You have the canvas, so they used the canvas of the Foamposite. I respect it. But yeah, man, you get all of the, I don't know if this is like the, whatever the red lightning that's on the show. This is what this is, okay? You Stranger Things people can let me know. They got the upside down penny. They do have something a little unique here. So on this heel, they have like a different type of leather, like a vintage leather, an old aged leather feeling, like a dried up leather sort of thing. That's what it feels like. But it's leather versus the suede we typically see. And that goes all the way around it too. So they got a nice little shiny swoosh on the toe where we typically get a white one, a white sewn one. Obviously we've got our carbon fiber, same colors, all red, or crimson rather, all bright crimson on the outsole with your penny on there. I find it interesting that they left the that they did like a straight up foam with this one versus a foam pro. But I guess yeah, a regular Foamposite would make sense for it, so they can make the most out of the graphics. Because the foam pro would have been a swoosh on the lateral side, and it would have taken away a little bit of what they could fully do on it. So I get it. I get it. So got both sides here. Already showing you the heel for the most part. See if anything inside is interesting. So on the heel, it has a little bit more lightning, but like a gray. Inside it says something. Inside of the tab. Found you. Okay. Interesting. Now, thankfully I do these and I try to look at everything. This could have easily been missed. Not gonna lie. Anyway, found you. Inside of the heel tab. Laces, y'all will notice the laces are a little bit different. It kind of has a frayed feel to it. So, like a frayed lace. Kind of making them just feel a little like they've been through some things. Another upside down penny on the tongue. On the insole, you can see it pretty good from here, but I'll try to lighten it up in post. You can see Stranger with the Nike logo, and then of course the foundation of it is similar to the outside of the shoe. Just so y'all know, this is the glow effect that it does when you activate it. So just so you know, this is what you're getting. That's where that 250 going. All right. But yeah, y'all, listen, Stranger Things, Air Foamposite. I mean, listen, they did it up. If you a foam head and a Stranger Things head, or just a foam head that likes the extra design type foams, similarly to a Galaxy, for instance, similarly to that, then you will love this. So they hard. They hard in that respect. Doing a lot for me though, so you won't see me a part of the gonna grab a pair crew. But listen, these joints drop on whatever my captions say. And yeah, man, y'all let me know if y'all going for them or not. They nice though. They are nice. Yep, FOAMPOSITE. Stranger Things. Let me know. All right, y'all. So February, listen, I said it in one of my previous videos. February is gonna be a problem, especially if like you got some things that you definitely on the lookout for. That all-star stuff, some of that stuff is gonna be limited. So, you know, don't get your hopes up, but definitely try for what you want to try for. Don't get your hopes up. The one thing I might get that I mentioned in this vid, listen, my hopes won't be up, but I'm gonna try. Okay, there's also some other stuff that wasn't in just yet, so I may go back and we'll take a look at some of the additional February stuff. So like I said, February will start to warm us up and start to get us in the groove of drops that we actually want to talk about, care about, take closer looks at, and all of the things. So yeah, we in the thick of it now. And y'all let me know what y'all going after in February. I just wanted to hop in. Full disclosure, my camera is about to die. That's just how much work I done put in on today. And again, y'all let me know what y'all looking forward to. And I will be back. I took an L this week, so the next vid won't be my dub. So next vid, we'll see what we're doing. But until next time. Peace.